Wanted to talk about like self-limiting beliefs within ourselves. We put limitations in ourselves before even trying out to do that thing. You guys, it's literally so common that it happens all the time with like everybody. There's just so many limitations in society that we kind of limit ourselves and like what we see and what we're supposed to be. So we don't really see anything else other than what we are seeing. Like really listen to yourself, but just be conscious and be aware and, kind of put yourself back into this awareness of just being you and, going towards what you see within yourself and not have these self-limiting, doubts and beliefs like society ourselves create because we are the creators of our reality. You really can't get anywhere unless you believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself to be what you see you are in yourself, then there's no hope for you, okay? There's really no hope for you, bitch, okay? Wake up and shut the fuck up. Okay, all right. Welcome back to another episode of Life Sober and Shit. All right, you guys, what is going on? What is poppin'? I wanted to come on because I wanted to share something with you today, okay? A new revelation. Just kidding. But no, it was kind of a profound thought and a profound feeling. And kind of experience. So if you haven't been here before, okay, my name is Michael. I'm here just to talk about just random shit, okay? Really experiences about like, being awareness and this awakening, sobriety, and just like life itself, okay? And today I really wanted to talk about getting lost in your journey, okay? And this is a really tough one because I had to face this one and I almost forgot what I was doing, the things I was doing, okay? Because I caught up doing what I was supposed to do and that was it. Right? Almost like I wasn't moving. I've almost elevated myself, but also elevated and just stayed there, And I kind of recognized it. And my conclusion was to that is that you really have to be aware all the time. Like you have to be consciously aware. Because what I noticed when I first started this whole thing is that when I first got sober, it was almost like the awakening happened, I think within like 3 months or something, like something in me, like I don't know what had happened in me. There was this overwhelming feeling of like just bliss and like awareness of everything about my life, about my direction, about light, and just like this overwhelming feeling of like just happiness, joy, and like fulfillment, and just amazing. And it was like that, like it was a streak. It was a streak for a long time, long periods, and lately, I've noticed that I'm just not there, And I feel like I've been kind of sitting in my thought wondering, where have I gone? Where has that feeling gone? Where has the excitement, that ambition, I guess, or like not scared. I don't know. I can't really speak to that, but because I'm scared all the time. you know, and that kind of gets my point too. I wanted to talk about like self-limiting beliefs within ourselves, which is so crazy, okay? And it's like we put limitations in ourselves before even trying out to do that thing, right? Like, I'm going to give an example. Okay, so I've heard people be like, all the time, I hear this all the time. People being like, oh, I'm so fat. Oh, I'm fat, or I don't like this and I don't like that, or whatever, right? And it's like, okay, you're saying you're complaining about you being fat, okay? Okay, if you don't like your body or something, then what are you doing to change it, right? And it's like you have excuses being like, oh, I can't go to the gym, I'm too busy, or I can't go for a walk because oh, my leg hurts today, or or this, I'm busy with this. Like it's constantly just self-eliminating ourselves, and it's like, why do we do that to ourselves, right? And it and it's a common thing. Like, you guys, it's literally so common that it happens all the time with like everybody, you know? And this is not even just for anybody with like mental illness, because also this is a free space, a safe space for me to talk about mental health. You know, because I struggle with a lot of mental health issues, and I don't know if you could tell, I actually really wanted to talk about it in one of my videos, but I definitely have ADD. And if you've been listening to me, you can definitely see it within my podcast. But the past week and a half or 2 weeks, I've really honed into this ADHD thing. But anyway, sorry. I'm getting distracted, but you know, the self-limiting belief, it's like a common thing. It's a commonality within us all. It's just so easy to not do the thing we cannot see, right? Because in the world where it's like we are so accustomed to just having things like handed to us with like everything, a lot of things just come so easily to us now, and especially the newer generation, like my god, like do you even have to go to school at this point, you know? And it's like the school system is also fucked. Okay, it literally it's also a limitation from the things that I can see in my perspective. I think the most useful thing that you really, really use in life is probably math and science, right? If you really think about it, and of course, some history. History would be nice to learn, but you know, I just feel like there's just so many limitations in society that we kind of limit ourselves and like what we see and what we're supposed to be. So we don't really see anything else other than what we are seeing, right? And so I was stuck in this like this loop again of like the new thing that I'm supposed to be doing, but that was it. Like I was also just like self-limiting myself, being like not evolving in what I'm doing. And you know, because you do get busy, and I totally understand because life just happens, okay? It fucking does. And you just have to figure things out. You just have to keep moving, right? And there's a lot of days, honey. There is so many days that I just don't want to fucking deal with this bullshit. And I find myself, you know, just giving into that. And, you know, this becomes a habit, right? And then you really just have to really, you know, wake yourself back up and being like, no, bitch. No, bitch. Like, like, wake the fuck up, do what you're doing, and do it better than yesterday, you know? And like, and I was thinking today that I really want to figure out like some sort of safe, well, not safe word, but like a practicing word. Oh yes, that's the word that I wanted to use actually, is practice. Anytime that I felt like I was slipping, or I just had a thought of practice, I just have to keep saying practice, practice, practice. And that for me means like practicing what I'm preaching, practicing what I want, practicing what I am, you know, and what I see. Practicing and being what I see in me, right? Because it's so easy to just turn it off and like just it doesn't even like it's not even conscious, you guys. Like it literally just happens. You just shut off and you're like you have this like I don't know. You just kind of have this limiting thing around you that you're not really quite there, but you're just there, kind of just, you know, surviving and existing. And that's the kind of where I've been. But anyway, and I really just wanted to share that because honestly, you guys, it's really important to just be conscious all the time. And I know that it's hard sometimes, but you know, give yourself that. Give yourself some days, an hour or two, or whatever, right? Like watch your series, whatever that kind of fulfills you and shut your brain out for a few minutes, a day or two. You know, do that. Like really listen to yourself, but just be conscious and be aware. And you know, kind of put yourself back into this awareness of just being you, and you know, going towards what you see within yourself, right? And not have these self-limiting, you know, doubts and beliefs like society ourselves create, you know, and because we are the creators of our reality, right? And you know, and things take time, and you know, if we can't see it, it's not there, right? Or it's not happening, you know? But the thing is, it is happening. It's fucking happening. If you are working towards that thing, it's happening over time, okay? Because shit takes time, and I truly believe that, and you really can't get anywhere unless you believe in yourself, okay? And that is my message, okay? That's my big message, is really just to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself to be what you see you are in yourself, then there's no hope for you. Okay? There's really no hope for you, bitch, okay? Like, stop complaining, stop fucking bitching, and stop fucking, just making excuses. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, okay? And wake the fuck up, okay? Wake up and shut the fuck up. Oh my god, this is getting really abusive. But anyway, I want to move on to the next thing that I really wanted to cover on this one, which was my ADHD. I cannot believe it. Okay. Okay. So, first of all, yes, it is a self diagnosis. Okay. But it makes sense. All the symptoms, I looked it up, and I know I'm not the one like Google PhD, and I understand that, but it really does resonate with me, all the symptoms of an ADHD person. And I've really noticed it like so much because I've really magnified my attention onto that as of late. So like a week and a half, 2 weeks now, that I've really paid attention to my behaviors. And it is so crazy because also when you're like aware and you're kind of paying attention to certain things and you put your awareness in a certain thing, you really start to learn about you. And I was learning so much about me and like my habits. I never really understood it. I'm gonna give you an example. So I'm super, super clean. Okay, like if you know me, like I'm clean. I will never show anybody my place. I will never have anybody in my place unless it's clean. Like that's just common to me. Like I think it's just a cultural thing. That's like a Filipino thing. Like we would never have guests over if it wasn't clean. Like but the thing is, when no one's around, you guys, like I'm a mess. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I can get pretty messy, and I noticed that I don't put things back in its place. I'll put it in random weird places all throughout the place. And then within literally like a day, me with like in my space, especially my space right now, it's quite small. If you follow me in some of my channels like TikTok, like I think I talk about how small my space is. But especially in my space, like there's random shit everywhere. Okay. And it's like, for example, like I would like throw a shirt or no, or a shirt or a pajamas, pants or something, for example. Like I'll change in the morning, right? To change into my day clothes. And I'll put my pajama pants aside, thinking to myself, okay, I'm gonna wear those later, right? And they literally just sit there. And I never wear them because I'm the person that will not wear things second time. But I am. I have been better, okay, because I am a really clean person. But I don't know. Anyway, so things just get left behind there and they kind of just build up over time. I'm like, do I and then I end up just washing it, but it's just piled like out in space. Like it's just there, right? And it's like little things like that. I'm finding myself doing like 10 things at the same time, which is so crazy, you guys. Like it is fucking insane. And I've really realized within myself that I am just not organized. Like I am not an organized person. And FYI, also, just a little side note about me. Like, I'm not the one to medicate, okay? And I'm not saying medication is like, the devil's, poppers. It's not. Like, there's certain things that, like, antibiotics, for example, that, of course, that, modern medicine, like, is provided, which is amazing. But there's certain things and certain people in certain situations that I do believe in prescriptions. But for me, I just do not. I will not medicate myself, okay? And I know because that's just shutting myself off from myself. Like, I'm just, the fact that I'm just being aware of the situation about this, ADHD, like, the fact that I'm just aware of it, that in itself is a power because I can change my habits. I can change the way that I am, or just even just accepting it, right? And just knowing understanding the reasons why the things that you do. It doesn't mean that it's bad or terrible or whatever, but there's certain things like me, like I've learned that I'm just not an organized person and I just need to be more organized and, more structure. And I'm really working on that. That's a really big one. And I've talked about this honestly in my previous episodes before about like just being organized, okay? And having a calendar and having like things really set up throughout the day, even like your walk, even like your journaling, like putting those little things, even your dishes, like things like that. Like you really have to do that. And honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not there yet. Okay. I am not there yet, but I know that's where I want to work towards because there's no way that I'm going to be able to evolve or keep moving forward and to this direction that I want if this does not happen for me. Okay. If this organization thing does not happen, like I'm fucked. Okay. I've been doing this for nothing pretty much, but that's a lesson that I learned for myself and the awareness that I've had for myself. And, and I think it's so important again for like us to just be aware and to be consciously aware and be there. And even me, I forget sometimes like it's so easy to kind of just like I'm a very talkative person. When I'm nervous, I tend to just do the word vomit, right? And sometimes I'm a bit of an oversharer, which is crazy, but there's no harm into that. Like I'm literally such a lovable person. I love people. But I word vomit a lot. And a lot of those times I need to really just self-control because I'm not consciously actually there and aware. If I was aware of that, I would be able to listen and really respond in a way and think of what a response before responding. You know what I mean? And so it's really, you have to be really conscious, like, and it's really hard, but I've realized that you're not conscious all the time. You're actually not aware all the time. And also, we are living in a simulation, and I fucking believe that. But I'm gonna not get into that with this one because I really want to dive deep into that one because I think that's a very intriguing and very interesting topic of like what's going on. But that kind of relates to like the whole self-awareness thing because honestly, you guys, like when you're aware, like it is so fucking insane. Like the possibilities of the things that you can do, like it's crazy. But the thing is, none of us, a lot of us, like, aren't actually living here, like, aren't actually, like, there. They're just doing the bare minimum, the bare thing to do what they're doing to survive. You know what I mean? I cannot explain it, okay? If you don't fucking get it, this shit's not for you, okay? You just live your life the way you want to live your life, honey. This is for the curiosity, the curious, okay? The adventurous, the awakened, But anyway, I'm actually gonna end this episode right there, you guys. But, just remember to just stay conscious and just believe in yourself and love yourself, okay? That is the message here. Believe in yourself because I need to start that to really relearn and relearn over and over again until it is mastered, okay? That is what's going on. But anyway, if you're watching this or tuning in, thank you guys so much for making it this far, okay? If you haven't already, subscribe, hit that follow, hit that like button, and hit the notification button for the next one, okay? And follow this personal growth, follow the tribe, okay? And I will see you on the next one. Peace.